Okay, before we actually get into this review for the chapter, I just want to quickly say to all the people that have subscribed to my channel for quite a while, you may know that I was only a manga only, but now I literally just recently caught up with the webcomic. It took me like just a few hours to catch up. It was a really quick and easy read. Some of the chapters were really text heavy, but overall the webcomic was actually really good. I would actually say it's probably on the same level as the manga in terms of story and how interesting the plot is. The plot line is pretty much identical for both of them, but you know, the webcomic is a little different to the manga, and of course the manga's art is way better than the webcomic, but regardless, I really did enjoy the webcomic. A lot of you were actually recommending me to read the webcomic in the comments, and in all honesty, at first I was quite hesitant because the art was really off-putting, but overall I kind of got used to it over time. But you know, I think I'll save this conversation for a whole different video on my complete and honest thoughts on the webcomic. But this video we're going to be, you know, breaking down chapter 137 of the webcomic. So we start off with this chapter with Metalbat still being held captive by the two, you know, security cyborgs, and Metalbat was just explaining to them how the Neo heroes just seem like the bad guys. And to be honest, I honestly feel like the Neo heroes do actually come across as, you know, evil. They don't seem like they have very good intentions for the hero society. And after this, we get a quick sequence of Metalbat's fight against these two security cyborgs, and in all honesty, these security cyborgs are actually pretty strong. Like, I would actually say they may be, you know, high A-class hero, maybe even S-class hero level. Of course they're cyborgs, so they have like modifications that makes them stronger, but overall they were really tough fighters, and it wasn't easy for Metalbat to really inflict any damage on them. But at the same time, it was a 2-on-1 fight, and to be honest, Metalbat actually did really well considering, you know, there's literally two cyborgs on him and they were trying to defeat him. But Metalbat was actually able to take out one of these cyborgs before being shot with like dozens of tranquilizers. So Metalbat is being taken over to be turned into a cyborg by these two security guards, and that's when we finally meet the actual leader of the Neo heroes, which is Mr. Fuzzy. And it's actually revealed to us that Mr. Fuzzy is the grandson of the deceased Great Shibabwa, so the woman that was able to predict the future. So Mr. Fuzzy is a descendant of Shibabwa. Now Mr. Fuzzy overall does seem like he's the one pulling the strings in the background because he is the leader. But he's kind of the one in the background of everything. Blue is the one that's like in the front lines. Everyone thinks Blue is the main leader of the Neo heroes, when in reality it's actually Mr. Fuzzy. Mr. Fuzzy is the one in the back pulling the strings and controlling everything. So Mr. Fuzzy then starts going on about how he wants to change the world and how he sees his ideal world with the Neo heroes, and he reveals to Metalbat that he was actually really suspicious of him and he thought he was a spy for the Hero Association, which I'm pretty sure we all know Metalbat is not a spy for the Hero Association. Metalbat just does whatever the hell he wants. And then Metalbat actually proceeds to just break out of these chains like with very little effort from what it looks like. And it looks like he was kind of letting himself being held captive. But I'm pretty sure we all know that Metalbat probably could have gotten out of these chains anytime he wanted. He just wanted to know who was really behind everything. So Metalbat then just leaves the room, and it's clear to them that Metalbat is someone that they can't really mess with. Well, Metalbat isn't someone they can't afford to, you know, make angry or, you know, get on the wrong side of. Metalbat is someone that gets stronger as, you know, he gets weaker. As he gets weaker, he gets stronger, which defies the laws of everything. I don't know how that makes sense. But then it breaks away to Mr. Fuzzy talking about how he wants to win over Metalbat. He wants Metalbat to be on his side. So he's then talking to McCoy, and McCoy is kind of just there just for the money. It's revealed that he's just there to just live a really easy life and to not, you know, get into too much trouble. He just wants to sit back and let the Neo heroes do everything and kind of just get information about the heroes that Mr. Fuzzy wants and just be on the good side of the Neo heroes in general. So now we break away to Blue, and it looks like Blue is contemplating on how he wants to form an alliance with, the Hero Association. And Blue realizes that it's not going to be easy to form an alliance with the Hero Association because there's kind of been a rivalry that has been, created just by the Neo Heroes being formed. So Blue is now wondering which individuals it would be best to be able to, have access or be able to communicate with the leaders of the Hero Association. And he names a few people like King, Tatsumaki, and he realizes that most of the S-Class heroes aren't very easy to contact. And since he's one of the people that have seen the actual strength of Saitama, he thinks about Saitama and gauges his strength to be around an S-Class hero, when, to be honest, we all know Saitama is way stronger than an S-Class hero. And he thinks Saitama is going to be the key to be able to form this alliance between the Neo Heroes and the Hero Association. And that's pretty much where the chapter just stops. And I'm guessing we're going to be getting another chapter in the next few days, or even tomorrow maybe, because these chapters have been dropping very frequently lately. And honestly, I'm not complaining. I've actually been really enjoying the webcomic. And the way I see the Neo Heroes, it's quite difficult because I don't see them as the bad guys. I rather see them as people that have a really twisted way of the ideal perfect world. Well, anyway, Mr. Fuzzy has a really twisted and very weird way of thinking of the ideal, hero society. He thinks that cyborgs are going to be the best way to control hero society and keep damage and, casualties to a minimum, basically. Which I guess is true because, as we see, Blue and the rest of the Neo Heroes, they use these battle suits that probably originated from, cyborg experiments. These battle suits are able to keep damage and casualties to a minimum, and it's way better than what the Hero Association is doing. So it looks like what Mr. Fuzzy is doing is actually paying off, but at what cost at the end of the day? Because a lot of these normal humans are being turned into cyborgs for experiments for these battle suits and whatnot. And in the end, we might actually see all of the Neo Heroes be turned into permanent cyborgs, but I don't know. That's just a little prediction. But that's pretty much it for the video. And to be honest, I'm gonna be covering a lot more webcomic, content on the channel because now I've caught up with the webcomic. There's a lot I want to talk about. But apart from that, that's pretty much it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe with notifications turned on and set to all. And apart from that, I will see you in my next video.